What's up, Guardians? It's your boy Doodle from Doodles of Destiny, and today I want to share a quick loadout you can use in the Concealed Void Legend Lost Sector. But before I get into it, don't forget to hit that subscribe button to receive Destiny 2 news, tricks and tips, and all sorts of Destiny 2 content. Now, in Season 15 being Season of the Lost, I would highly recommend taking advantage of the fusion rifle meta. Pairing any fusion rifle with the armor mod Particle Deconstruction will give you a huge advantage in any high content activity. This week's modifiers are Arach-NO, where Fallen Vandals spawn mines at their feet when defeated, Solar Burn, which increases the output damage of solar weapons and abilities for you and your enemies, and Arc, Void, and Solar Shields, which can only be broken with Matchmade weapons to the shield's element class or an anti-barrier weapon. The rewards dropping today are exotic arms, being the ATHRYS'S EMNBRACE for the Hunters, the Icefall Mantle, and no backup plans for the Titan, and the NECROTIC grips and nothing MANTLES for the Warlock. There is also a chance of receiving other exotics from the loot pool, enhancement cores, and enhancement prisms. As far as weapons go, I use the Braytech Werewolf Auto Rifle with Anti-Barrier mod, the exotic Combat Bow Trinity Ghoul with Overload Bow, and the Threaded Needle Linear Fusion Rifle with Particle Deconstruction. You can also swap out Trinity Ghoul for Tiku's Divination if you find the other bow isn't cutting it, but either bow will work just fine. As I mentioned before, in this Lost Sector you will be facing enemies with Arc Shields, Solar Shields, and Void Shields, specifically Fallen Captains, Shanks, and Servitors. You will also be facing Fallen Overload Champions and Barrier Champions, so make sure you have the right subclass weapons and your mods on to break their shields before you start, as your weapons and gear will be locked once you enter. I believe there are 3 Overload Champions, one in the first room, one in the second room, and one in the hallway. There is 1 Barrier Champion in the second room, and plenty of shielded enemies throughout this encounter. As far as weapons go, Braytech Werewolf will generally be used for popping off Barrier Shield and shooting through all shielded enemies. As Anti-Barrier mod means you can shoot through literally anything, I would definitely take this into consideration. You can use Trinity Ghoul or Tiku's Divination for ad control, stunning Overload Champions and hitting those enemies that like to hide around walls. Threaded Needle is used for champion DPS, and when paired with the mod Particle Deconstruction does absolute work on all champions. Combine all 3 of these weapons and you may find this Legend Lost Sector a lot easier. Like, way easier. Anyways, Guardians, that's all the time I have to focus on this specific Lost Sector. If you find this setup useful or know of any that would make farming this easier, hit that like button and leave a comment down below. And as always, this is Doodle from Doodles of Destiny.